Alrighty, y'all, coming back bright and early with another video for y'all. We're heading out to Galveston Island today, and we're gonna get on some fish. I found a new spot looking at another YouTube video. Took about 45 minutes, 50 minutes to find it on maps, but we're about to get out to these railroad tracks and get on some fish, and that's all I'm gonna say. Let's get out there.
I'm sitting in the morning sun, and I'll be sitting when the evening comes. So just watching the ships roll in, and then I'll watch.
Got a beautiful day out here, ready to get on some fish. Let's get it. I'll tell you what, that's quite the view to walk to in the morning. That is beautiful. I'm not sure what I'm seeing here, but there's stuff busting up all over this side over here. Try and sneak up on them. Oh, there's fish right there. There's fish right there. Let's see if they want a white fluke for breakfast. What we got in here? Any fishy fishies back here? Hungry fishy fishies. Nope, plenty of snags though. Plenty of snags. All right. Man, that is a beautiful sunrise. If you lost a cactus or a trebuchet, let me know. It's right over here in Galveston. Look how big that blue jimmy is right there. That is a mondo. Bit of action over here. Let's see if anything's biting. Frenzy back here. Let's get it out here. Bro, I did it again. What is wrong with this rod right now? I know I'm not that retarded. All this bait back here, there's gotta be some reds. I mean, all over the place back in here. Big drum feeding out there. They're gonna be pushing in with this tide. It's gonna just keep getting better and better. Oh, you can see them moving out there. Fish on, y'all. First fish of the day. I saw him blow up over here. Not sure what it is. I didn't even look at it when he came up. Probably a drum, I'd assume. Oh, yeah. Nice little red. Thank you much, buddy, for the bite. He's definitely not going to be a keeper. Let's go, buddy. Let me get this out of your mouth. I appreciate you big time. Are you ready to let me pick you up? All right. All right, get the release. He's off. Right here, Caden got himself a 20-inch flounder. Of course, the season just closed, but this is probably the coolest picture of the year, or at least for November. Let's get another one out of here. Look at the tail out there. Oh my gosh, look at the tail out there. Already my phone's on 8%, so I gotta run back and get the portable charger real quick, but I'm gonna let this tide seep in a little bit and let these fish get into the marshes and come right on back out. I think I'm really gonna hit them well later. I wish I wouldn't have misread the tide chart, because I would have came out here and gotten an extra hour or two of sleep. Probably gotten on the bite a lot better, but hey, it is what it is. We already got one fish on the board. Let's get some more. I feel like I'm in that book, The Boxcar Children. I don't know if any of you guys read that as kids. I think this is the first time I've ever been like right next to a train. I've seen them go by. Pretty cool. You can't tell me those aren't flamingos. Look at them all pink and whatnot. Can you guys see that? That is so cool. Or are they a pink ibis? They look like flamingos. Mind you, I'm next to all these rocks, so I kicked this bush and I thought it was about to be all over. I thought there was a rattlesnake in this thing. What is he doing? Oh, there's a bunch of jimmies out here. Look at that one right there. He's dueling with the other guy. They're both trying to say they're the biggest dog in the water. Yeah, so I took like a 5-minute break just to sit down here. And when I first came up here, right there, I thought it was a massive brown rock, but it turns out it was actually a fish that I spooked. Because that brown rock, as you can see, is nowhere to be seen in that water. So, I'm gonna give it a few casts around here and see if this little guy's still around. I might have a fish on right now. I can't tell. Oh, I do. Holy crap, I have a fish on. I did not know. It's a flounder. Ew. Look at that. Right in time for the plant. He is. Dang, dude. Calm down. I'm letting you go. 17 inches on the money. Perfect. Nice size guy. Buddy, calm down. I'm gonna let you go. The season's not open, don't you know? That's why you bought. That's why you bid it. You wouldn't have bid it if the season was open. Yep, he's gone. Back to the bottom. All right, if we can get another one, if we can get a speckled trout, it'll be a Texas slam today. That'd be really cool. There's some oysters out here right now. That's why I targeted this specific spot. I figured, honestly, reds and specks would be on it. I did not expect to catch a flounder, but that was a cool little surprise. Would have been a keeper if the season was open, but season's closed right now. One of the best things you can do as a fisherman is to watch the birds. I took a little 5-minute break here and I've watched 3 of these birds come in and they're all just feeding on the little bait fish and whatnot. But that shows you that the tide is coming in right now. As you can see, it's strong current coming in right now. It's filling up this entire bay. And you know what comes in with the current as well as the bait? The bigger fish. That's what you have to have. Oh, and here's the gill plate from yesterday. 23 inches. Right on the money. Oh, 23 and a quarter, actually. That's all right. Find the least sketchy way to release this guy. He's pretty green still, so I think he'll be good. Ow! He tore me open. Yeah, he got me. Got me good. Oh, I don't even want to look at it right now. Woo! Guys, watch the gill plates on those red drum, they'll get you. Yeah, that thing tore me to shreds. I've got about a ½ pound of super glue holding this cut together right now. Might need stitches, but I think it looks okay right now, so I'm just gonna let it go. I don't know if I have a fish. Got me an oyster. Heck yeah, got me a new hat. This thing's nice. Wonder if it floated here all the way from Houston or if the guy came out here on a boat. That'd be interesting to find out. If this is your hat, let me know. If you've ever wondered what a jig head looks like after 10 hours of consecutively casting without getting caught, that's what it looks like. Barely any color left. But in the spirit of 10 hours of fishing, I've decided I'm gonna change lures for the first time. So we're gonna throw on this guy. I think I could be able to get a speckled trout on this, possibly get a Texas slam today. That's the goal. Let's see what we can do. Man, that's a beautiful neighborhood right there. I think that's Tiki Island. That would be a cool neighborhood to live in. Be right on the water right there. Be able to launch a boat from the backyard. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but there's actually a separation between the land on Tiki Island and then this train track as well. Yeah, I just caught another flounder right here. I had him on the rock, this rock right here, and he jumped off. I had no idea he was hooked whatsoever. Adding on to the finds for today, we have a pair of Kosas. Perfect. I also found a net earlier, as well as 110 yards of leader line and a hat. I'd say that's a pretty good find. Heck yeah, they're not even rusted. Let's see if we can get one before we dip out of here. Oh, I'm scaring every mullet in the world out of here. All right, let's see if I can get this redfish that I just had on. I'm like mentally handicapped when it comes to recording properly for some reason. And that was a beautiful sunset. I'd have to say that sunset's a little bit more pretty than the sunrise this morning. I'm glad I got to be out here for both of them. Alrighty, y'all, that's gonna be it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. It was really fun getting out there and getting on fish for the entirety of the day, or at least the daylight hours. And I look forward to getting on more fish in next week's video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a big old thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. See you guys next time. 2009.